Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I blew in with the wind today, and I'm glad you did too. It's a joy to see you. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay, great. Thank you. Welcome to Pacific Unitarian Universalist Church. My name is Melissa Terrell, and I'm your worship associate today with our guest minister, Antoinette Hollamom. Welcome, Antoinette. I'll tell you a little bit about this amazing person a little bit later in our service, but let's continue with welcome and announcements. We are intentionally welcoming, uniquely spiritual, and deeply loving. We gather together to build community, to follow our own spiritual journeys, and work for social justice. We welcome people of all beliefs, races, abilities, sexual orientations, and gender identities. If you're visiting for the first time, we're especially glad that you're here. We want you to know that we have spiritual exploration classes for school-age children, which happen right after our moment for all ages. Brunch will be served on the patio right after the service. It is homemade and delicious, and the donation is a suggested $5 per plate. But if you're here for the first time, we got you. It's free for you, and we never turn away extra money in that cash box. Don't be shy. A few announcements. So next Sunday will be our memorial tile dedication ceremony after the service. And 2 weeks from now, we will have our new member dedication here. I'm very excited to see a few of you right out there in the audience. Thanks for being here. And you will want to stay after next weekend for our town hall meeting. Actually, 2 weeks from now for our town hall meeting. You'll be hearing about board candidates and budget updates and all the things that we'll be voting on at our congregational meeting on June 14th. So don't miss it. And of course, if you're going to Camp de Beneville Pines, you're going to have a great time on June 5th through 7th. But if you're staying here, don't miss the music service. It is always a lot of fun. Okay. And I'd like to remember that we're gathered here on the unceded ancestral lands of the Tongva Gabrielino Quiche people. For now, we remember their presence and their impact. And in the future, let us work toward deeper understanding, connection, and stewardship of this beautiful place. Now, let us turn our minds to worship as we light our chalice. Our chalice lighting words come from Kimberly Ann Tomzak Carlson. We are a people of beauty, recognizing the beauty around us and within us in voice and spirit, we gather to light our chalice. May we savor the beauty of our abundance and diversity, always cherishing one another and our earth. May we remember to inhale the lushness in life, knowing that we are a people of beauty. Thank you. Okay. So let's make sure I've got it. Okay, yes, our call to worship.
Good morning, your lovely congregation. Can everyone hear me? Oh, good. Everyone can hear me. Our call to worship today and any of the readings that I have actually will come from this beautiful new book called Glitter Blessed, Already Whole, Already Holy. And this call to worship is by Jess Martinez Hunt, and it's called When the Dam Breaks, Let It Be Glitter. When the breaking point comes, may it arrive without apology. Bursting through every careful wall, you stack brick by brick to prove you can finally stop guarding the flood. May the rush be spectacular. May it sparkle with all of its pieces you no longer need to carry. The too small expectations, the worn out disguises, the heavy shoulds you kept out of the duty. Let them go shimmering downstream. May the collapse feel like a baptism, an immersion into honesty, a plunge into the wide river of being, a holy soaking in your own aliveness. And when you come up dripping, may you also shake with laughter. May you know this breaking is not the end of you. It is permission to begin again, glittering, saturated, free. And when the waters settle, I know I see it too. I know I see it too. May you find yourself held by love itself, already outrageous and unrelenting love, shimmering forward again and again and again. Aw. We will continue to send well wishes to the bird to get closer and closer to the window. Oh, I know he or she will be a distraction the whole time, but I don't know how long we can wait. Oh, do those also open? Maybe. May we also open the top ones? We should continue. No worries.
Okay. Wow. It's got to be a good thing. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Please rise in body or spirit for our opening hymn, Come Gather Round by Hap Palmer.
Come gather round, come join us now, guided in freedom by reason and choice. Come gather round, come join us now, to value each person and hear every voice. Come ye, pagans and Christians, Hindus and Buddhists, Muslims and Jews, and welcome all non-believers. Join in this colorful banquet of views. Come gather round, come join us now. Reflecting all life, we stand unified. Come enter now this sacred place where freedom and thought will not be denied. Come ye, rebels and mavericks, questioning views you were long ago taught. Welcome, mystics and skeptics, wanderers, searchers, explorers of thought. Come ye, dreamers and doers, seekers and searchers of beauty and grace. Come ye, evolving and changing. If you're still growing, you've found the right place. Come gather round, come join us now, each guided in freedom by reason and choice. Come gather round, come join us now, to value each person and hear every voice. Hear every voice.
That. That new digital hymnal's got some gems. That one is great. Okay, I would like to call up all the children to the front to join Dr. Haven Perez for our moment for all ages.
Can you? Can you hear me?
You guys can hear. Whoa.
All right. If not, I'll go ahead and use the.
Hand mic.
Hello. Hello. Oh no, I have it. Thank you though. Thank you. Good morning. Oh, just wanted to announce one more time. We're still looking for volunteers for Sunday school. You'd be working with me. in the classroom as we conduct our lessons for our children. So if you are interested, approach me during brunch or any time. We'll exchange emails and I'll put you on our list to assist. All right. Good morning. Who are we? We're humans. We're okay. Primates. All right. Okay. Fair enough. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So we're all primates. And then. All right. So a big part of who we are. How about individually? Are we all the same? So in some ways we're the same, but in very other ways.
And I'm
Wait,
like
say it
you.
again. You're a robot and a alien. How about you?
Fried chicken and a hot dog.
Fried chicken and a hot dog. And you?
I don't know yet.
Okay, that's fine. I'm searching too. I don't know. No? All right. Okay, well, we're all different. But are you able to get mine up there? All right. No, that's the wrong one. Excuse, it's I am me. It's the other. There's another PowerPoint that. Get it right or lose the job. All right. Excuse me one moment. Well. On the PowerPoint, it should, yeah, I am me. That's why isn't it showing up there? No problem. Because when we went to PowerPoint, I saw I am me. All right. Hey! All right. I know we'd find ourselves. Okay, I am me. There are things about me that make me different. Sometimes I stand in a crowd. Sometimes I'm not seen at all. And I feel alone. I start to ask myself, why can't I blend in? Fit the mold. Maybe I am too little, or maybe I am too much. But when I stop and look, I see nothing in this world is exactly the same. Difference is what makes life beautiful and miraculous. And when I show who I truly am, I can find my joy, my spark. I have something to contribute. I can't hold back or hold it in. I am someone to be celebrated. I am me. I can have my own style and decide how I want to show up in the world. I can be grateful for my hair, my skin, my size, because they are all mine. I can be proud of my body and thankful for all it can do. I can embrace that I am perfectly imperfect because that is what makes me interesting. I can dance to my own rhythm anytime I want to move and groove. I can learn from others who express themselves with confidence, even when it's hard. I can be a role model for someone who is afraid to show their own true colors. I can celebrate the things in this world that I decide are most meaningful to me. I can love anyone I choose fully and completely with all my heart. I can notice that every creature, small and grand, has something unique and necessary. I can know that community, connection, and acceptance exists, and I will find them. I can surround myself with those who see me, stand up for me, and support me. I can be okay knowing not everyone will understand me because I have love for myself. I don't need to hide away, hold back, or compare myself to anyone else because I am me and I matter. You are you and you matter. We are just right, beautiful, and miraculous exactly as we are. Thank you.
It's time. Whoops. Can you hear me? Okay. It is time to light candles of joy and sorrow. You're invited to come up and form a line on the side here. You can receive a candle and light it in silence, or you can share your brief personal joy or concern out loud. We celebrate your joys and support you in your sorrows.
My name is Lisa Sykes. Is that on? Okay. And I have several joys. I spent 4 days with my nephew and my niece and my sister and my great nephew, and that was great fun. I had a great time. Also, I want to talk about my dress. My dress is all the pride flags, and the company that makes it also makes it in shirts and scarves and
Alone. Though the path ahead seems uncertain and cold, littered with discard, promises, fragments of dreams, through the journey with all its twists and turns, bend in uncomfortable places of contention, through the road paved hard, unforgiving and inflexible. Hold you while you aim to root deep. You are not alone. There is no time where you will have to take a step and be alone and not have the shadow of all that makes you. When the emptiness lingers a little longer, each time settling in, it will move to make space for me because you are not alone. The choices you make while deeply yours include more than you and me, and we are always going to be in the thick of it together because you are not alone. Let me hold your hand and brush your hair as you fight to rise and be free because you are not alone. It's easier if you are. There's no reason to try to swim against the current. It doesn't want to take you under. It just is what it is. And you and who you are not alone. Words by the Reverend Jacaren Bell.
You can remain seated for the centering hymn.
We begin again in love.
For remaining silent when a single voice would have made a difference.
We forgive ourselves and each other. We begin again in love.
For each time that our fears have made us rigid and inaccessible.
We forgive ourselves and each other. We begin again in love.
For each time we have struck out in anger without just cause.
We forgive ourselves and each other. We begin again in love.
For each time our greed has blinded us to the needs of others.
We forgive ourselves and each other. We begin again in love.
For the selfishness that set us apart and alone.
We begin ourselves and each other. We begin again in love.
For falling short of the admonitions of the Spirit.
We forgive ourselves and each other. We begin again in love.
For losing sight of our unity.
We forgive ourselves and each other. We begin again in love.
For those and for so many acts, both evident and subtle, which have fueled the illusion of separateness.
We forgive ourselves and each other. We begin again in love.
Before we go any further, I wanted to tell you a little bit more about the amazing Antoinette Hollamom. Antoinette Hollamom is a justice consultant, author, and organizer living in Los Angeles. They speak publicly on social justice, racial equity, and literary activism, all rooted in their Unitarian Universalist faith. Antoinette is a certified spiritual director and has been trained in movement chaplaincy work. They lead monthly gatherings, care for activists in liberation movements, CALM, to center the support needs of activists and frontline workers. This healing space provides music, guided meditations, and a short reflection. They are currently on staff at the UU Women's Federation and the UU Justice Ministry of California. They also serve as the commissioned lay minister for the First Unitarian Universalist Church of Los Angeles and is a member of the Commission on Social Witness Committee at the UUA. Pretty impressive resume there. So again, I'm really honored and proud to give you Antoinette Hollamom.
So I have one final reading for you from this beautiful book. I'm going to get a little bit more situated with my laptop here. It's called Opting In. The Supreme Court says that you can opt your kid out of knowing that my family exists. That you can opt your kid out of the cognitive dissonance between reality and belief. Good luck. As a parent, I think a lot more about what we've opted our kids into. What we're trying to make sure in their lives so that they can learn to love this world, both as it is and as it can be. The hard way is the only way, I regret to inform you. We're opting into a church community that loves them thoroughly, but also knows they need help growing and remembering to use walking feet during coffee hour. We're opting them into friends whose parents have open doors and open hearts. We're opting them into a network of queer grown-ups that in so vast and varied and normalized, I'm pretty sure my kids are bored by it. We're opting them into a world where disagreement is not disrespect, but that we're going to put into work to make sure. We're opting into a love and knowing that sometimes what love asks will make us feel uncomfortable, out of control, and on edge. So go ahead, opt your kids out of knowing that my family exists. We'll be over here opting in because that's what my religious beliefs demand. And that was by H.B. If you haven't had an opportunity, I would say go out and get this book. It's filled with poems and stories and different affirmations on blessing queerness all throughout the year. So thank you so much for this opportunity to speak on the International Day Against Homophobia, Transphobia, and Biphobia, or IDAHOBIT. I know, unfortunately, there is not a good, clean acronym for it. As a queer, non-binary person myself, days like today remind us all what we're fighting for. About 10 years ago, I went back home, back east, to attend a funeral. 2 of my family members had died suddenly, and I was feeling homesick, having moved to Los Angeles a decade earlier. The services were held at the church of my youth, officiated by the minister I had known my whole life. I hadn't been back in that building since grade school, but it didn't take me long to remember why. Up in the middle of this funeral, the minister starts going on and on about the sins of those people down there at Pulse. You see, it was a mere months after the deadliest mass shooting in US history, and we were no more than 5 miles away from where it had happened. This pastor saw fit to remind this grieving congregation that it was a sin against his God for a man to love another man. I was fuming, visibly upset and frustrated. I turned to my parents sitting on either side of me and mumbled something like, "This is completely uncalled for." I couldn't understand why anyone would take up space in a eulogy to speak ill of a community that had nothing to do with the deceased, let alone a group of people who have always just wanted to exist in peace. Having had enough of this homophobia, I proudly got up and walked out of the sanctuary. It wasn't the first or the last time that I would have to defend my views on the inclusion of gender and sexual diversity. Being away from my hometown almost made me forget that there are people who want nothing more to remove LGBT folks like us from their communities, our stories, our books, just our way of life existing. Is this something that you have experienced? That moment where someone said mean and hateful things and you had to make a choice to correct them. In my younger years, I made it my purpose to educate and over-explain every homophobic rhetoric leads to dangerous situations. Why what you say about something can lead others into dangerous actions. In more recent years, of course, I still speak up, but I have felt some hesitation to try and change the minds of others. It feels like this current level of misinformation is sky high, and that spending any time trying to convince someone else is futile. News stories and internet memes let me know that we are reverting back in time across all justice movements. It's a little hot. It's a little high. But even in this time of upheaval, I'm comforted by the work of Unitarian Universalists before me. She gave you all of my accolades, but I really stand on the shoulders of those who came before. When I started considering this topic of a sermon, I was sure I would have to excavate some long-forgotten democratic idea that proves to you, other Unitarian Universalists, that the best communities are the ones with gay, lesbian, trans, and other queer people in it. And I thought I would have to search high and low outside of my faith tradition to find it. And that is not the case. UUs have been using democracy for decades to uplift the inclusion of those groups. Our process of democracy is sending delegates to General Assembly and having our collective body decide on what matters to us. At the 2024 General Assembly, the Unitarian Universalist Association, our collective body of UU churches, passed a business resolution titled Affirming Transgender, Non-Binary, Intersexed, and Gender Diverse People is a Fundamental Expression of UU Religious Values. I know, woo! It says, on behalf of the member congregations and communities of the UUA, we proclaim that our principles and values unequivocally commit our faith to honor and celebrate the full spectrum of gender identity and expression. I know, beautiful. This brings us not only to a theological awareness of our beliefs, but also a financial backing from the association. A business resolution, a binding agreement, means we will use all of our resources to build the world we say we want to live in. We won't just say the thing, but we will do what it takes to get there. And as progressive as that feels, that's not the first time. The General Assembly of 1975 passed a business resolution creating and funding the first Office of Gay Concerns at the UUA, again, putting our money into action. That began the snowball effect of hiring openly gay ministers, officiating same-sex marriages, and creating the Welcoming Congregation program that helps build inclusive church spaces like this one. We have not only declared that a just world is possible, we have demonstrated what that looks like. The historian and anti-racist activist Ibram X. Kendi famously states, "Change policies and hearts and minds will follow." His belief, which seems to be the cycle of things, is to push for systemic changes and then allow the masses of people to catch up. Our collection of UU congregations have been continuously voting to uplift LGBTQIA+ people, and we, as individual singular congregations, churches, fellowships, or societies, have been speaking up and marching and doing the collective action because our faith calls us to. And now, like so many other concerns, we have to get back there. Against the will of the people, cities and states across the country are rolling back LGBT protections. States like Texas, Tennessee, Florida, and others are seeing a mass migration of queer people from 2 states like California, Colorado, Oregon, and Washington. But it's not a perfect system. Seattle is overwhelmed. Did you see that news article come out? And it doesn't have the resources. California already has a housing shortage and a high homelessness population. Cities like ours are trying their best, but the system makes it a challenge. So what do? How can we continue to create safe spaces for queer youth, adults, and families? My faith tells me to keep speaking up and putting my values into action. You see, the point of International Day Against Homophobia, Transphobia, and Biphobia isn't just to get your governments on board, but to enact small ways that we show people we support and love them. It says, quote, IDAHOBIT is a shared moment for communities and allies to cultivate change in ways that reflect local soil, climates, and traditions. Whether planting a community mural in Buenos Aires, hosting a virtual town hall in Nairobi, or organizing a legislative lobby day in Strasbourg. Every initiative, no matter how big or small, adds nutrients to the democratic garden. We are those nutrients. Wearing this beautiful dress, I'm gonna say, is part of the nutrients. Yeah. If you have the ability to denounce transphobia when a trans person cannot, that is what democracy looks like. If you have the ability to leave public comment on your school board when they're trying to remove a book or a text on a queer icon, that is what democracy looks like. I know I said that it's tough to speak out in a world of misinformation, but we have to do it anyway. We have to vote in officials that align with our values, and we have to spend money in places that support the work we're doing. We have had 51 years of backing by our faith community, so you are never alone. And you can support the people who are working to counteract these terrible laws and decisions. Organizations like Pink Haven, a group that helps trans people move to safer states, is just one example. Partnering with Side with Love or other UU Justice Ministry of California on democracy work is another. As an activist, and sometimes we lose. I'm reminded of the victory of Proposition 8, and then the following year with Proposition 14. And right now feels like a loss too. But what we don't have the comfort of doing is giving up. We have family members to protect and neighbors to support. When I walked out of that funeral 10 years ago, I couldn't have imagined that my work would lead me to speaking and advocating for my values in the way that I have the privilege to do now. I walked out because what I know to be true, but now I see that there are so many others who are living their values just as loudly. Thank you, Unitarian Pacific Church, for being a welcoming congregation, a beacon of inclusion for LGBTQIA+ people here on this mountainside. As Unitarian Universalists, may this moment be one more collective commitment to the principled struggle of gender and sexual diversity. Let this be a moment of inspiration to take our collective conviction outside of this church and onto the streets. When we remove homophobia, transphobia, and biphobia from our spaces, we nourish the next generation of people, allowing children in our congregations the opportunity to live free. Lastly, I want to make one push for intersectionality. We cannot have safe and secure communities of diversity that we are striving for if people can only come in with one divergence. Gay, lesbian, bi, trans people sit at the intersections of multicultural, multi-ethnic, neurodivergence, and disability. I cannot separate my queerness from my Blackness. I invite you not only to make space for the joy of queer diversity, but also for every other kind. All of our lives and communities are made better for it. Again, I thank you for allowing me to speak on this day of celebration and solidarity. Knowing that we still have work to do is a burden lessened in spaces like this. Amen.
Thank you so much. What a wonderful message. It is time for us to give. So your offering today helps support the life and work of this wonderful place. So please give generously. have that one. Please join me in the affirmation of gratitude. Let us be grateful when we are able to give, for many do not have that privilege. Let us be grateful for all those who share their gifts, for we are enriched by their giving. And let us be grateful even for our needs, so that we may experience the generosity of others. Thank you. And I'd like to just give one more big round of applause for Minister Antoinette today. Wonderful service. Okay. So now, please rise as you are able. Takes a minute. I gotta take a picture of this book. I want this book. Okay. You all look so wonderful. It's so cute. It just fills my heart. Okay. This very beloved community is dedicated to the proposition that within all our differences, in all our diversity, there is a unity that makes us one, a bond that holds us together in spite of time and death and the space between the stars. We rise in silent witness to that unity.
May the blessing of love be upon you. May love's peace abide with you. May love's presence illuminate your hearts now and forevermore. So be it. Amen, Ashe, Shalom, Salam, Namaste, and blessed be. And now your service truly begins.
Please enjoy the postlude.
Oh